How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Sixkilla. Welcome back. It's enough for broadcast. I think it is time. I think this is our final. This is potentially our final broadcast. I think Winston's going to kick us out very, very soon anyway, no matter what happens. And we're getting shitty ratings at the moment anyway, because this fucking line thing never sits where it needed to. Okay, it's not the line thing's fault. But anyway.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio.
Let's see if we can bring up our ratings.
Nothing to worry about.
Just a little.
I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security.
And
they're already
try
on their
and
way.
use this last moment we have on air to help disrupt.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Let's get into it.
We're going in 5, 4, 3.
Here we go.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
The nightly show. I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait
Yeah,
to take
buttons.
Patrick's
Fuck
part.
you.
I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well,
God, I hate that guy.
it is fresh out the oven.
Ah.
Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well,
Aww.
let's just say that pie's got more crust
That's a shitty
than my
pie.
grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Hey, woo.
God damn it.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
And a little glass of comfort for Robert, I think.
Shut up, Bozeman.
But now
What do you
better
do
go
around
get
here
ready for
apart from
that
sitting around
next
on your
feature.
fucking fat ass? Do some work, Bozeman.
Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out.
One for the state of the nation.
Surprise guest, what do you think?
And
Who
one
she
for me.
is, best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the bloomin' team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much.
Ah, shut up, Bozeman.
Julia.
You tell me to use them and then you bitch because I use them.
Incredible!
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth. That's right. It's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to
That
see
Julia
if we can
Salisbury
break
lady is
them.
everywhere
That's
at the
right,
moment.
Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick around.
It's obviously
and it
done
could
on
be
purpose.
Anything from
She's
boxing
controlling the
fries
message.
to
Or trying to.
flatline cakes. They really have no idea.
Lovely.
what's in store. So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin. Here we go.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. This is movie making.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
Just one fucking time. One time.
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I can't.
God damn it.
Okay, what just,
Alright. Disrupt.
Once, we fought and died for the right to an informed choice. We had journalists we could trust, so we made decisions for the common good. Then we took it for granted. And now we have bread and circuses. So eat your sandwiches and enjoy your clowns while you can.
Honestly, raise my
Oh, it's like this again.
not paying you enough.
Why does it keep doing that? I swear it was lined up and then it immediately jumped out and started fucking my ratings.
Patrick, is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I'm not blushing.
God, these people talk some fucking shit.
Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Hey, spinning the wheel.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes. Look, it was a very difficult time, fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
Now, No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead
Shut
of
up.
yourself there. Jordan, who
Oh.
is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
Can we please not have this line fuck up anymore? I gotta keep an eye on it the whole time to make sure it doesn't mess up.
You guys go on. Sorry, I'm so keen.
The screens keep breaking.
Well, you're in for a treat.
Even when they come back on, I can't switch to them half the time.
Fish. Okay. If you
Bryce was
look
just trying to
under
get my
your
ass
podiums,
fired.
you'll find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question.
Yay, fish smoothie, my
All you
favourite.
have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop out.
How is it? How is it?
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
Extra fishy.
Fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go!
Ah, it's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare. And I can never ever leave.
Here we go, my goodness. Okay, so, Julia.
I don't think Disrupt's messages are going to be enough to bring down the entire authoritarian regime, somehow. What happened?
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Oh, bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it?
Another one, Mr. Bozeman? Don't
Yeah,
mind
have
if
another
I
one,
come
Mr.
with this
Bozeman. It's not like you're working or anything.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it.
Do it.
She's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Wow, gosh, that was
She can
our
actually
day of
juggle.
Wheel of Truth. And
Amazing.
my God, wasn't that fun?
That hit the spot.
But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
That's right, you've joined me in Crafty
Yeah,
Corner.
you keep telling me off when I don't use it enough.
Ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here.
What the fuck do you want from me,
I
dude?
don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it
Jesus.
every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, well, not much left in the bottle.
Start
Pity not to.
shoebox here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Yeah, so in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of
Brr,
drinks.
you're a shitty prime minister and I
That's
don't
the
like
best bit about any
you.
holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised
a bit
if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall
thank
I?
you
There
so
you
much.
go. And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
Oh, I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash, all wrapped up in a jacket potato. Is that just me that does that?
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the
I
middle.
feel like I don't have to
Bit
do
of
any
sticky
commentary
tape
over
on
this
the
game. I
back
feel like
there,
I'm
so
being
it's
lazy
down. Now
just
we
by
need a
playing
sofa.
it.
That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Knocking everything
You're doing the dialogue for me.
It all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good,
And clinkety-clink.
Clinkety clink,
Here,
Mr.
down the
Bozeman.
middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
Oh, there we go.
it's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
Haha.
Higher caliber of guests.
Nearly, it's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. So I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Do. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all
Lovely.
made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is anyone
Amazing.
else you like in the studio?
Oh, yes. Well.
What the
I'm
hell
going
kind
to
of show
play
is
Wheel
this?
of Truth
This is the
with
news?
Ronnie
Who the fuck
from
makes
Hitchrack.
cardboard dioramas on the
Yes,
news?
put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be...
Oh, Mama, that's blazing. Oh, bloody hell, is this still on?
It's time for a break. When we come back,
Wait,
I'll be
who's
on
running
the
this
couch
show?
chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
You know what, Winston? I think I finally understand your disdain for this job, this place. Looking at this farce, what's the point? Why are we even bothering?
I think he's starting to get it. I need to hear what they're saying.
We'd be worried. We've got the Prime Minister here.
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. They're back.
Disrupt.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Brutal. I'm not fucking here to reassure you.
I settled on the zip-back, boxy pleated skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart
torso.
blouse and the necklace Harry had given me when we'd met in the woods and I'd allowed him to frolic in my glade.
Oh,
It's
start
an honest
frolicking in my
account of
blades,
my
baby.
childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realised, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest postgrad at Pottsborough?
same time, Colin? Over the course of 3 compact discs or just 22 cassette tapes, you can experience a childhood under the old regime. And, like me, understand why we can never go
Ah,
back.
shut up.
Everybody okay in here?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we would be if you stopped asking us questions like that.
We're expecting troublemakers, but nothing serious. You might hear some noises, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The services know what they're doing.
I'm curious to see what happens.
Nobody freak out with the
This is our
shooting
last
stars, okay?
segment coming up.
Let's go on and
Potentially
all
our
that.
last
Tits
ever
and
segment.
teeth. Oh, God, sorry, Minister.
This could be crazy.
Thank you, Jenny. Tits and teeth, armed and ready.
10 seconds, everybody. God, kill
Best in
me.
the business, she is.
In 5, 4, 3.
Ready? Ready?
Welcome back to the nightly show where it's time for the Prime Minister to face the toughest critics in the territories. You lot out there.
Call us on the usual numbers with your questions for the Prime Minister.
First up, we have Humphrey from Hamble Bamblebury.
Lovely place. I'm hoping to retire there.
Oh, good choice.
Are you there, Humphrey? Hello, Humphrey.
Hello.
We appear to have lost Humphrey. We'll try and get him back, but let's go to another call in the meantime. Who have we got next, Patrick?
Next up, we've got Mandy from Arsminster. Oh, I don't think I'll be retiring there.
Hi, Mandy. You're through to the Prime Minister. What's your question?
Hello?
Hello? Mandy? What's going on, Jenny?
Oh, we try not to talk to the crew.
Jenny?
The lines are down.
Oh, well, call down to maintenance and get...
We can't. All the lines are down.
Well, apologies to our viewers at home. We seem to have a few technical gremlins making mischief behind the scenes. So while we're getting back up and running, Patrick has a couple of questions that were sent in by our viewers earlier this week.
Oh, yes. Yes, no, of course I do. Well, our first
You don't have
question
any questions,
is
you
from
ass.
Trisha, who lives on Camera Avenue. And what she really wants to know...
Lock the door! What? Lock the fucking door!
Don't do the CCO! Seal the doors! You're Jenny,
Disrupt
aren't
here.
you? Come here. Don't be afraid, Jenny. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt anyone if we don't have to. All I want you to do is to keep the show on the air. You understand?
Yeah,
Do
disrupt.
your job and everything.
Save the world, disrupt.
Okay.
Don't shoot anybody, please.
Don't be afraid, Jenny.
You two, on your knees over there. Move!
Oh, we're going to have a live execution. Because that might be a
This
bit
is the
much for
famous
TV, I
couch
think.
of chat, eh?
I
Good.
don't answer questions at gunpoint, Mr. James.
Oh. You're not at gunpoint, Prime Minister. They are.
Oh, please don't kill me, please.
Nevertheless, if you think I'm going to answer to you, then I'm
Oh,
afraid
you don't
you'll
have
be-
to answer to me, Julia. Are the doors locked and sealed?
Yes, sir. No one's getting in or out.
Good.
Yay, nobody's getting in or out.
Good. Thank you. Yes, good.
Jeremy.
Jeremy?
Yeah, my boy. Get him, Jeremy. Yay, Jeremy.
Hello, you.
Why didn't you make
This makes good TV.
We've only put you in their crosshairs.
This is great
Sorry.
TV.
Selfish bastard.
Yes. Keep the show going for me.
Of course.
Let them go, Alan. There'll be no killing tonight.
Hello. Sorry, I don't think we've met. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Is that what you're telling yourself, is it?
You're Patrick Bannon 2.0. He knows the original Patrick Bannon.
Sorry for barging in. Hate what you've done with the place.
Me too. Would you like your sport?
It's yours now. You're very well. So, let's talk, shall we?
Armed security are on their way, Mr. Donaldson. I know you know that.
Well, we best make use of the time we have then, eh?
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
No. I think you should stay too.
For safety.
For balance.
This is going to be interesting.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Let's welcome back the National Nightly News. Tonight I'm joined by probably the two most influential people in the country, if not the continent. So let's see if we can't kick over a few rocks and see what's lurking underneath. Prime Minister, if I could turn to you first.
I have nothing to hide.
Except that which is already hidden. Prime Minister, what is not effing drone?
I beg your
I'm
pardon?
not censoring it.
Ephedrine. It's used in birth control, among other things. If you haven't heard of that, perhaps you could enlighten us in regards to Agrobacterium tumefaciens.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Donaldson.
Well, that suggests a lack of attention to detail, Prime Minister. It's a bacterium used in the genetic modification of an organism. And I found traces of both these substances in every single one of the many centre food boxes that I've had analysed from across the territories, if you're wondering.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, Prime Minister. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh my God. Is that why Kate and I can't have...
So you blamed it on the radioactive clouds from your bombs?
Before Stacey, we tried so many times.
Prime Minister, is there something wrong with the food?
Fine. You want the truth? You think it'll help your viewers sleep at night? Well, here it is. 6 years ago, when we came to power, we got access to the real facts and figures. And they told us we were doomed. The population was expanding at an unsustainable rate.
I like getting to do the sound effects button while she's saying something serious.
We would war over fuel, and then inevitably food and clean water. It was no exaggeration to say that we were facing extinction. It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, an end to unwanted children, a chance to rebalance, but something went wrong in the testing phase. Nature took over. I never wanted this.
So you covered it up and blamed the sterility on the bombs.
Oh, please don't lecture me on morality, Mr. James. Your hands are far too dirty for that.
Disrupt only did what had to be done.
Disrupt are not the answer. You'll just take us to an even more extreme version of where we were before. Your miserable policies will kill us all.
I'm not the one who built the transition centres.
No, you're from a time where people didn't even have the basic right to choose how and when to die.
You turned children against their parents.
We enabled young people to speak up about the abuse that they were facing. And guess what? Most of that abuse...
I feel like I shouldn't be censoring this either. I should let the people decide.
Identity cards!
Grow up!
You sterilised us against our will.
That is pretty fucked.
I built a sustainable future.
That's too much. That's not for you to choose.
Well, if not me, then who? Who would choose it for themselves?
And isn't that at the heart of all this? You don't trust us to choose. You think you know best, you know what's good for us, and if we disagree with you, then you'll send us to betterment. That's why there's no news anymore, because there's no choice, so there's no point.
There should be elections.
Yes, of course.
Elections have been suspended.
Time to unsuspend them then. If you want to carry on, you'll need a mandate. We have people ready to stand against you in every territory.
So,
of course there should be elections. You can't just take over and say you're the boss now.
I want to assure the public that though Disrupt are occasionally forced to violent means, we are not by nature a violent organisation.
Jenny? Yes, Jeremy?
Could you have this queued up for us, please?
Of course, Jeremy. It'd be a pleasure.
Is that from Disrupt leadership?
In a way. Mr. James, before you launch into your rather premature election campaign, I think it'd be useful for the viewers at home if you were to also answer a question or two.
Of course. When we come to power, one of the first things we'll do is restore a free press. The truth is very important. No more hidden secrets.
If you say so. From whom do you take your orders, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're Disrupt's spokesman, but for whom do you speak?
That's a good point.
You know I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me to say.
Don't worry. I don't share those concerns. You see, I've met with them almost 5 years ago now, back when I was a news anchor. And I also met with them a week ago to discuss tonight's activities. I think they wanted to check that I'd stick with the script, which really shows how little they know me.
Yeah.
So this time, I wore a hidden camera. Would you like to see a little of what we discussed?
No, you can't. She'll have them arrested. They'll be dead by morning.
Not an unfair assessment.
Fortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to Alex in the broadcast room. What screen, Jenny?
Screen 4.
You got it.
No, you can't. My people will stop you. Cut the power to your machines.
Well, I would imagine mine will be doing their level best to ensure that Mr. Donaldson's
No, man,
footage
whatever
gets the
Jeremy
airing it
says goes,
deserves.
man.
After all,
He
my
knows what's
security
up.
forces will be here soon, and I imagine this will end very badly for all of you.
Queued up and
Let's do it.
Alex, showing this will have consequences. For someone not showing it, it's up to you.
Alex, you got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle.
Oh damn, glad I'm not making this choice.
Shut
All
up,
our good
Bozeman.
work, all the years of disrupting. You could make it all for nothing. Please, don't play that footage.
It's not working.
Lives to be here tonight. I just brought down the fucking Prime Minister. All Alex had to do was press a fucking button.
But that's what you've never understood, is it, Mr. Donaldson? Just because the button's there doesn't mean it has to be
I don't.
pushed.
Just
I
because the
did
gun
push
is
it.
there, you don't necessarily have to grab it.
Oh, but you have to push the button. You have to pull the thread. It's your fatal flaw.
No, it's not. It's what makes him great.
Not every story should be told, Jeremy.
We have a duty to the truth.
But there are so many truths. I'm a terrorist. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a raving lunatic.
I'm the woman who killed millions. I'm the woman who saved billions.
All of these things are true. But this program and all the others like it, they pick which truth to tell, which way to word those truths.
Without the tacit backing of this station, Mr. James's organisation would never have achieved what we have seen here today.
We back neither Mr. James nor his organisation.
Peter hated how you'd bend the truth or show us only what you wanted us to see. It's part of the reason he drank.
Showing those private conversations, it would have been a betrayal of trust.
Aren't you even a little curious to know what they had to say about you, Alan?
What's private is private. When they want me to know, I'll know. When they feel safe to come forwards, they will. It should be up to them.
I
That's what
tried to
freedom
turn
is
it on,
about.
Jeremy. I'm sorry.
It's your life. You choose. That's what Disrupt want. Freedom. But not freedom from consequences. Nobody grows that way. We become sterile, like she made the rest of society. You should be in prison.
Oh, and by that token, so should you, Mr. James. There will be elections in the territories.
Good.
Election night will be 12 weeks from tonight. I believe, when they think on it, that the people will realise what they have gained and understand why they have lost that which they have had to lose.
You're deluded. You accidentally sterilised 4 out of 5 people. You'll be lucky if you're in charge of anything ever again.
Okay, well, I think we're going round in circles here. And if we don't wrap up soon, our boss will fire us all. So,
I'm fired anyway, so who cares?
promise of elections in the spring. It seems we're nowhere near the end of this nation's story. At least from here on, there is hope it will be conducted with words instead of bullets. There will be recriminations, of course, and calls for revenge and punishment. But we do not need more hate. We need truth and reconciliations. And hopefully that's what we will get. And then when we've listened, we will decide. All of us. One vote each. Anything to add, Mary?
I think you've got it covered.
Would you like to take us out?
You know, I really would.
I'd like that too. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Johnson. And from everyone here at the National Nightly News, have a... Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
I'll be on the phone to Bozeman in the morning.
That'll be interesting. His daughter just gave birth to an unviable.
Are you coming out with us? Apparently, we're free to go.
You go.
Will you be joining us on the campaign trail?
I wouldn't vote for your party, Mr. James. Or hers. Who knows, maybe I'll run as an independent.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes. You're too honest for politics.
It's true.
Thank you for letting me ruin your awful show.
Oh, I've got some hope that this new format won't be around long, especially when Bozeman sees the ratings tonight. Who knows, we might even do some real news.
Stranger things have happened.
But don't make this a habit, okay? There's a list for guests. You book in. Let's do that next time. Thank you.
You look like you enjoyed that.
I had missed it. I hadn't realised how much.
Should we go and get something to eat?
Yes. I want to hear about every disastrous date you've had in the last 5 years. I want names, expectations, crimes.
That's going to take more than one dinner.
Fine. I have nothing to do, and you have a well-paid job.
Predetermined and inevitable.
Man, we need to come back through and activate that video, right? I think that was a good outcome, though. Really not favouring either side. I mean, they're both radicals, right? But I really want to know what's on that video. I really want to know what's on that video. Lawrence Blonderclutch remains beloved in the nation and hated in the industry. Yeah, well, he's a twat. Jesus is still seeking funding to get to the moon. He also needs scientists and engineers. Don't end up with remorse now. Lil C's new album Beyond My H has flopped. Your father seems to be indifferent to the result. Craglar is unhappy. Sophia Remington remained in the Melvalian embassy for 6.5 years. She has yet to face trial or bother to learn Melvalian. David Wong, made with grief and guilt, was recently seen running naked into the sea screaming Spawn. John and Tiffany's famous named Golden Clitoris Ham Sleeves. They grew up together in a state age. Oh my god. Golden Clitoris Ham Sleeves. Oh, that's brilliant. Man, that game is so good. How much different can the ending really be though? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna quickly cut in a moment and I'll bring you back right before we made the choice to not run that tape. I didn't mean to run the tape, I just wasn't fast enough on the board. So we're gonna run back, we're gonna play that tape and see if anything changes because of it, because I need to know. I'll bring you back.
And although this is our last broadcast here on One, we'd like to thank Disrupt's leadership for this chance to say a fond farewell to you, our loyal viewers. Disrupt TV will broadcast its first programming tomorrow with a documentary called Benefit Scroungers and the Undeserving Poor, followed by The Kyle Springle Show, where a lie detector reveals a man who married his sister's brother's niece's uncle before closing out the night with One Nation News Max, where Chet Blaze will be asking, how many guns is enough? Well, all that remains to say is thank you from all of us here at the National Nightly News and Channel 1. It's been an honour to inform and entertain you over the last 40 years. Thank you for letting us into your homes one last time. I'm Megan Wolfe. Good night and good luck.
Oh no, I ruined the world. Disrupt is worse. Oh no, this is bad. I did it bad. You've unlocked and reached under new management. I wanted a 14 endings. Damn, 14 endings.
Good evening.
Anyway, I'm gonna bring you back after I
made
make
my
that
mind
decision. Be right back.
Alex, showing this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Will have consequences.
Can't mess it up.
Will have consequences. For someone not showing it. It's up to you. It's up to
Alex, you got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle. If you show that footage, all our good work, all the years of disrupting, you could make it all for nothing. Please.
Go.
And you're absolutely certain in your research?
It's unpalatable but true. Advance are covertly sterilising the population.
Why don't you just release this through your normal channels?
Mr. James is surprisingly efficient rabble-rouser. The peasants respond to his more earthly qualities. But
So there's a bunch of rich pricks pulling his strings.
They trust.
We did not risk our operative's life to rescue you out of altruism.
And afterwards? Once all this is out in the open?
We anticipate considerable unrest, possibly riots.
Followed, of course, in the restoration of democratic elections, under our control, of course.
Nature abhors a vacuum. You, Mr. Donaldson, will create that vacuum, and we should be there to fill it.
That will take considerable resources. From what I understand, Advance took your wealth.
The visible billions, yes.
Some markets still prosper.
There will always be addicts.
And those with carnal desires for livestock of all ages. A lucrative business indeed.
And then there are the foreign powers.
Sick
outside
fucking rich
the
pricks.
territories. Those who fear to follow the fate of my glorious Erkistan. For them, no price is too high.
Folks like us are always well-resourced. You need have no concern about that. We have the required funds to fight and to win.
And once the fight is done, to make sure this aberrance is never seen again. A return to the natural order of things. The wheat rises to the top and the chaff is burned away. No more living side by side with ill-educated savages. Let the plebs pile up in the ghettos.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Order, end to
That's
our
revolting.
everyone back in their place.
Including our Mr. James. It amazes me how he cannot hear the Damoclean sword as it dangles above his head.
No, he was an ignorant bull. He sees only the red cape in front of him. Never the hidden blade.
And so it is with the low orders. They are lost in this new world.
They will gladly walk back to Old One, and they will be ours again, as it should be.
Rather.
Excellent.
Jesus. That was despicable.
No, Alan, you did that to yourself.
Now do you understand what you're doing?
You understand why we have to.
Pathetic. Neither of you recognises your own reflection.
How long, Jenny?
For long, I imagine. For any of you.
Security are outside. They've been here for 5 minutes, but they're not doing anything. Turns out there's a lot of them who wanted children.
Nice.
We're already a few minutes over, Megan, but with ratings like this, Bozeman's no fool.
Do you want to take us out?
It should be you.
It should be both of us. You start.
That's definitely a better ending. Come on.
One final...
That last one was terrible.
There's so much to digest here. What's happened tonight in this political...
Sorry about the long episode, by the way.
The tent is collapsing.
I was just not
and the
content with that
ringmasters
ending.
have lost their glitter.
There will be elections. Soon, I'd imagine.
You need to ask
You'll
both
be
these
able to
twats.
choose.
These two will run. A choice between a shit sandwich and a cold cup of soup. A circus of horrors.
Two extremes, both offering their
Circus
own
of
form of
horrors.
misery.
You can choose advance and be equal,
In cages, like performing lions.
or disrupt and be free.
To struggle and starve.
Or you can do something different. You can run. You can stand. You can stop promoting the way things are and change it.
You're good people, and you are sensible people. You know the difference between right and wrong.
So stop whinging and do something. Take responsibility, because if you don't, it'll all be left to these clowns.
And that's the worst circus of all.
My name's Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
Have a transformative night.
And then make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
You're done. This programme, this channel, all
No,
of you.
Julia, not them. We're done. They got us both.
Your security team say they'll escort you when you're
Sorry,
ready.
that was a good ending.
We can call you a taxi, Alan.
Where would I go?
We have never
Wherever
been
you want.
closer, happier,
Am I under arrest?
and the team
I think
has
you know you've
never
made that
been
impossible,
stronger.
Mr. Donaldson.
My bosses won't be pleased with you.
Fuck them.
Child sex traffickers and wannabe dictators are the natural enemies of the reporter.
Infiltrators, that they can drive apart our bonds of family,
We should go and see
friendship,
Bozeman.
and community.
We'll do it together.
Yes. And then we'll burn this set.
Now that felt like a good ending. That felt like the true ending. Now let's jump to the post-credit scene, shall we? Nice and quickly. see what the epilogue looks like. I think there are 15 in all. We'll probably come back at some point and get some more done, but for now, that's going to have to be it for now, because I'm just bogged down with other games to play at the moment. But I would like to come back and revisit it to try and finish up some of the other endings that we haven't gotten yet. All of them, ideally, but at least some of them. Some of them, I imagine, will involve playing through the entire game again. We could probably do a few just by redoing that last one. We could redo that last chapter again and favour advance and censor everything for disrupt out instead. And that could get us another ending, but some of it might involve changes right back at the start. From before I even remembered what was happening. So I don't know. Maybe I have to look up an ending guide or something like that. Let's jump to this post-credit scene.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Johnson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Accord. The new centralist party snatched victory from under the noses of the mainstream parties.
Incoming Prime Minister Fatima Chowdhury called Accord's win proof that the major parties had lost the trust of the nation and signalled the end of extremist politics.
Nice.
Neither Advance nor Disrupt, who failed to garner even 10% of the vote between them, have released a statement.
Later, we'll be looking in detail at the election results across the nation before Jeremy brings us a report on the recent unrest in Valdez.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
That's two. That seemed like a much better ending. Much better ending. Alright, sorry about the long episode. We'll wrap this one up here. We'll come back to it at some stage, I'm sure, when we get a chance. Let me know what you think anyway. Or if you got some hints and tips on how to get other endings, let me know that too. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting out, and I'll see you in the next one.